Smart home displays have been around for quite some time now. Back in May 2017, Amazon unveiled their first smart home display, the Echo Show. While the first generation looks unbelievably outdated by today's standards, it paved the way for Amazon's Echo Show lineup of today, ranging from displays as small as 5 inches and displays as large as over 15 inches, designed primarily for wall mounting. Conversely, in October 2018, Google entered the smart home display market and quickly expanded their lineup to numerous screen sizes and form factors as well, with the Pixel tablet being one of them, a 2-in-1 smart home display and tablet which you can detach from the base. With Google and Amazon in the market, this leaves one major tech company out of the smart home display market, and that is Apple. Apple's absence in the space will soon come to an end, reportedly in 2025 according to Bloomberg's Mark Gurman. However, while Apple is late to the game, Apple's approach will bring new life to the smart display market, which hasn't progressed much since the introduction of the Echo Show back in 2017. I want to start with the product's design, which is set to look similar to a lower-end iPad. The display will be square-shaped and will resemble the form factor of 2 iPhones side by side, according to Mark Gurman. This small size is crucial in keeping the price on the lower end and ensuring that the device is lightweight. Gurman further elaborates on the design by saying that the base will look similar to the iMac G4, sporting a hemispherical base. It's also likely that the base will house the speakers, which I think is the ideal place for higher quality speakers rather than them being built into the display. The display is set to be positioned at an angle above the base and include a camera for FaceTime. The camera is also set to double in functionality as a built-in security camera, similar to the Nest Hub Max. While not explicitly in the rumors, I personally do think Apple will have some cool tricks up its sleeve for this device. I do think it will include center stage and some other completely new features, like controls popping up as you approach the device depending on the time of day or depending on what you ask Siri. I genuinely think this device will include some incredibly useful features that we haven't seen in any smart home display yet. As I mentioned earlier, one of Apple's greatest strengths is tightly integrating hardware, software, and all products as part of one ecosystem. In this case, the device's main purpose is to be an all-in-one home management product to make controlling your smart home easier. But that's not all. According to rumors, this device will run a new piece of software specifically designed for smart home displays. The display will run many of Apple's most essential apps, including Calendar, Notes, FaceTime, and obviously the Home app. Another main feature this device will have is Apple Intelligence. This will be the first time a product in the HomePod lineup will support Apple Intelligence. Personally, I think Apple Intelligence is crucial for a device like the HomePod, where Siri is such an integral part of the entire user experience. But Apple Intelligence has rather high hardware requirements, let alone for simply a smart home display or smart speaker. Since Apple Intelligence requires the A17 Pro or M1 chip and later, paired with at least 8 gigs of RAM, Apple will opt to use the A18 with 8 gigs of RAM. While this may seem extremely overkill for such a simple device, it is required to support on-device Apple Intelligence. Now let's get back to the main purpose of this product, HomeKit. HomeKit has always seemed like a small side project to Apple. It doesn't get much attention at WWDC, and Apple doesn't make any HomeKit hardware besides HomePods and Apple TVs. Furthermore, HomeKit does have some reliability issues, as reported by many. In fact, I've personally experienced stability issues with HomeKit secure video cameras and smart locks. The no response issue seems to be a common occurrence, and HomeKit secure video seems to be practically untouched since its introduction over 5 years ago in June 2019. HomeKit secure video in particular is extremely bare bones. It has no timestamps, no ability to customize anything, and so many other shortcomings compared to more robust home camera systems. Apple's plan to enter the smart home display market is a sign to me that Apple is finally taking the smart home industry seriously. Apple specifically has massive potential in the smart home space, especially with their commitment to Matter. Today's smart home displays are clunky, slow, underpowered, and unpolished. Their user interfaces aren't user-friendly or polished. Instead, they seem like an afterthought simply to make the display something functional. Apple is known to create simple, intuitive, and functional software tailored to specific device form factors. For example, when Apple introduced the Apple Watch in 2015, Apple didn't simply slap on a modified version of iOS. They designed watchOS from the ground up for the Apple Watch's small display and square shape. On the other hand, Apple's biggest shortcoming remains to be Siri, but I am hopeful that continuous updates to Apple Intelligence will make Siri more capable and closer to the big rivals like the Google Assistant. However, all in all, I do think this will be a notable and impressive release. It's not every day that Apple introduces a first-generation product. Smart home displays have not had much innovation since their introduction, and I think Apple's entry into the space is a very important step in revitalizing the space. The product's hardware, software, and deep integration with all Apple products will make it a truly unique offering, and I am excited to see what Apple has to offer. Are you excited to see what Apple has to bring to the table? Do you plan on buying one? Let us know in the comments below. If you enjoyed this video, a like would be appreciated. And don't forget to subscribe for more tech videos like this one. Thanks for watching.